Today we are making a Christmas candlestick. First we need a glass jar, some artificial snow and some glue. At the first step we should decorate our glass jar with the artificial snow. For that we glue some parts of the jar and put these parts to the artificial snow. It's better to use some kinds of glue that may be used with children, because of course it's better to make this wonderful handmade candlestick with your children. So use non-toxic glue, and it's very important to use also invisible glue. I mean that after becoming dry it should be invisible, because of course artificial snow doesn't cover your glass jar absolutely for 100%. So under this artificial snow glue may be visible, so it's better not to use yellow or brown kinds of glue. So first I cover one part of the glass jar. Of course you may cover the whole jar with the snow, but I prefer to have so-called windows in it. So I cover only two parts of the jar, and I left some free space, some glass, and this free space will be used for further decoration. You should cover accurately with the snow, and you may use your fingers to put it on the jar, on the glue parts of the jar, because snow doesn't want to glue, and it tries to take off from the jar. So you should work accurately, and after covering you should wait for some time to let the glue to dry. After that we may start decorating. For decoration I use hyssing. It's hard thread. So I use and also I use some sackcloth. First you should cut off a piece of sackcloth. It should be not very big, to cover not the whole jar and not whole free space of the jar, but just to cover it maybe at half, like that. So take this piece of sackcloth and cover with it the free part of the jar, like that. And I prefer leaving a free space, not covered with this sackcloth, because to my mind it looks more pretty, and I don't like absolutely symmetric things. So you may of course cover the whole jar. And now we should fix this piece of sackcloth with the help of hyssing or any kind of hard thread. I use exactly hyssing because it goes very good with this sackcloth, and this kind of decoration looks maybe more warm and a little bit country, I may say so, and it's really nice. So we just wing the thread and fix it. You may fix it any way you like. You may use some decorations on the side where you fix it, or you may do anything you like, anything really. Yeah, like that. And now we we can see that it's not absolutely at the center of the piece of sackcloth, so we should help it to be in the center, like that. And of course you may also fix the sackcloth with some super glue. You see here and here, you may fix it if you like, but I prefer when it's free. Then we use some cones. You may use any kinds of cones, pine cones, or I don't know what kind of cones. They may be right from the forest, or like this. I just bought it in a shop, so they are also decorated with some decorations, and they are rather small. Of course, for this not very big jar we use rather small cones, and we all fix them with the help of hyssing also. Of course you may fix them with the help of glue, but I like to fix them with the hyssing because how to say now, in this way they're like more free. I don't know, they're not fixed very strongly, and also an extra piece of hyssing looks like an extra decoration. I like this material, I like it really, yeah. So fix it, and I fix it then exactly in the center. But if you'd like, you may fix it any way you like. You may use not two, but maybe 3 or 4 or 1 cone. You may decorate them as you like. You may paint them with golden or maybe silver paints. You may decorate them with some maybe beads if you like. Or also for decoration you may use not cones. You may use some snowflakes if you like. This is just as you like, just your imagination. So after they are fixed, cut off extra hyssing, and we may start. Now we should fix all hyssing on our jar, and after that we may start decorating it with beads. I use red beads, as my cones are decorated with red, and I prefer to decorate the whole jar in the same color. And for the fixation I use super glue, because it's very difficult to fix the bead on the sackcloth. And it's better to use super glue for that, of course, because it fixes very quickly, strongly, and it's invisible. It's very important. Of course, you may use here not only beads, and besides you may use beads of different colors, of different sizes. I use beads about 4 millimeters in diameter, and I use about maybe 6 such beads per one jar. And you may also use snowflakes or maybe something else. You may also use I don't know, maybe what, something as you like. But I prefer just some beads. And I don't think that it's good to use a lot of them. Better to have just some of them. And now our candlestick is ready. Merry Christmas!